Hi, Drew. Hey, guys. Hold on here. This is good. Let people roll in. You guys are early. Hey, guys. It's going to be a little different, I think. It's going to be good. Going to like this. We're all going to like this. That's why. Okay. Yeah. Kathleen, there you are. Can you share this for me, Kathleen? And I was just going to get this going while you share that. So let's do this. Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. I had to use that. The Glare made a comment about the Bee Gees, and I was thinking about that, and I'm like, no, I gotta play that. Gotta take it from you. I was gonna I was gonna play More Than a Woman, but that may be a little over the edge. I think. Um, I'm not sure if you've been paying attention, but the Glare has had like daily coverage of this. Turtle Boy's been in the coverage of this. Um, he won massively huge, like finally a judge who can understand the letter of the law or quote the spirit of the law and enforce or not enforce what that law can and cannot allow him to do. That's the judicial system in prog that works. That's the judicial system working. What you saw happen, and it's the best thing in the world, isn't it? That's America. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing that we all got to witness it come out the right way for a change. Imagine that. Good for us, but guess what? We can't stop. This is just the beginning. We got to get the Can't Nine off next. That should be an easy one there. I think that'll be like like Timmy's trial. They're gonna walk in, the magistrate's gonna say, yeah, no, get this out of here, and just not gonna deal with it, and they're gonna just kick it out, which we can pray. I mean, of all people, they don't need that. Uh, just no. Um, and then we got Karen. Karen's January 5th. What did I say? July. My God. Um, so if you want to know what you want to get me for my birthday, or for Christmas, or for both, because my birthday's the 9th, you got to bring somebody with you to the Karen trial. It's the 5th of January. It's you've witnessed all the protests before. You go back on my videos and look at all of them. They're 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 magical. They're not. I don't want to say they're works of art. Each one's different, but each one is beautiful. I I meet new people. I meet great people every single time we get together. unless you're I guess, in the circle, you can't see the things that I can see. I can tell you that from the circle of people that I'm in, eh, the amount of love and the amount of caring and the amount of just people who care about you and legitimately wise is astronomical. Astronomical. I went out to dinner Saturday with some close personal friends that I mean, I don't usually do that. That is not my style. It's very, very not my it's not me, but I did it because I was asked to go and I went and I had a great time. And out of the blue, a lady walked up to me and started talking to me. I was in a strange town. I don't even remember the name of the restaurant. The food was dynamite though. Um, some stranger come up and just gave me a hug and started saying, "Thanks this, thanks that, thank you for doing this." So, that's like my present. But I can't give that away to anyone. So, next best thing we can do is give that to Karen. So, I'm asking everybody to at least bring somebody with them to Karen's. She needs all the support we can get. And for her to get out of that car and to hear the crowd and to feel the energy that's in the crowd, she needs that walking in them doors. I mean, that girl's been strong this whole entire time. She hasn't cracked once. She hasn't re- she hasn't done anything but tell the same story every time every time I've seen her, it's the same thing. Her story has not changed. Not one bit. So, um I think what I'd like to do is just talk about some stuff here, but I, I really want this to be a um like a happy thing, like almost a present for Karen. You know, Aiden's Aiden's win yesterday was huge. Um, you got Janetti out there. You know, you got the Canton Nine coming up, and and Timmy went to court, and they threw him out, and that was good, and that was wonderful. And we have the special prosecutor Mello, who says I commit felonies on the side. That's like I don't know. Um, I think Karen gets like just lost in all this. Yet she's a bigger part in all of this together. Um, I, I'd like to just try and give her some reassurance tonight that the people that I know and the people that are here are without a doubt the best people in the world to be behind her. I mean, if you look back at all the rallies that we've had, if you look back at all the protests geez, they keep giving us court appearances to go to, don't they? But look at all the court appearances. Not once has anyone get out of line. Not once. Regardless of what the outcome was, regardless, they arrested Aiden and there was no violence on the courthouse steps. There was no looting or burning or nothing like that. You know, it, it's so much more. It's an experience, and I can tell you, Sunday when I marched Sunday, I will tell you guys that that was a very very proud moment in my life when I marched with all you guys and girls and fathers and mothers and grandmothers and grandfathers and little boys and little girls and everybody. If you were human and you were walking, rolling, however you were doing it, you were there. To have everybody included, to take that walk together, to not have one incident, to not have any issues, to have nobody get hurt. Wow. That's a present. So Karen, if you want to watch the protest video, not the what do I call it? It's not a protest video. Um, if you want to watch the Freedom March video from Canton this past Sunday, was this Sunday? Was it? Yeah, well, it was Sunday. Um, all those people there are the same people that are supporting you, and that's just in Canton. Well, all the people that just went to Canton. I'm sure if we went to the North Shore, we could get a march like that going. If we went in the South Shore, we could definitely get a march like that going. Even out in the western part of the state, I'll give you Pittsfield. I'll take Springfield. We'll get a march going. I mean, how big do you want this to get, right? I mean, I had um somebody spoke to me, and I forget who it was, but they have people that are listening. I wrote it down. Perth, Australia. Can you believe that? That is like absolutely on the other side. We have transected the globe officially with the Karen Reed story. It's officially all the way around the globe. Imagine that. That says a lot about all you people. But that's nothing. That's nothing. We need more people. Definitely need more people. We need a lot more people. So we have people listening from the Broken Banker. He's from Denmark. He listens very intently. I think the Glare is from Tennessee. He listens very intently. I think there was somebody in Texas. Brandy, I think Brandy's down in Florida somewhere. Brandy Churchwell, she's all over this. LTL, geez, I hope you feel better, big guy. He's in Massachusetts. Young Jerts, he's on the North Shore. He got that part covered. He's in Massachusetts. Dave, and geez, he's got everything covered from Rhode Island up. You know, trying to think, make sure I got everybody here. Well, Howie Carr. You see that? Aiden's got Howie Carr going now. I think he was on Howie Carr's show twice this week. That's a lot of people, a lot of ears. You know, I'm mentioning. I'm not going to mention the guy's name from out there. Yeah, no. Um, but yeah, we have a lot of exposure in a lot of good areas, and that all turns into support for you, Karen. All these people, believe in the facts, and they believe in the truth, and everybody believes you, Karen. I don't know how many people tell you that they believe you, but I believe you. And I know a lot of other people that I speak to, they believe you. So regardless of who doesn't believe you, try and put them out of your head, please. Because for every person that doubts you, I'll give you 10 people that have full faith in you. Right. Tenfold. There's that many people that support you. So that's a wonderful thing. Real quick, what you guys have done for the dispatcher, for the donations that you've given this girl. Oh my. Oh my. You guys are donating to a single mother who loves her son immensely, who goes out of her way to lay low, and she gets thrust into the limelight, and she's still trying to lay low. She won't even post her name to on the page to take money because she doesn't want to think that she doesn't want people to think that she's asking for a handout because she's not like that. She's a proud, very stand up, very honest, very boy, I'm not gonna say one of a kind because that doesn't even define it. It's she's You're not gonna find someone who's like this. I mean, this girl was a dispatcher. Think about that for a minute, a second. This was her career. She answered the phone to take care of you when you were in the worst part of your life. She's on the other end of that phone, 911, and you're screaming whatever the problem is right then and there. You want it fixed now, and she's the one that's saving people's lives, and she's got awards for it, and she's got letters for it, and just she did that job excellent. So the fact that the Avon Police Department doesn't want her doing that, well, shame on the Avon Police Department for taking one of the best dispatchers you ever had and kicking it to the curb. You're stupid for letting her leave. As a former cop, I'll tell you the one you want on the other end of that radio is someone who you trust and who's stand up, who's responsible, who's there. If you're shot, they're making sure help's coming to you. Even though that person's not even a cop, we trust them that much. She's all that and then a lot more than that. So everybody that donated to her, real quick, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you so much for what you did to help her out. I can't say more than thank you, and I know you made her Christmas. So feel good about that part. That was a wonderful thing. Wonderful thing. I know Karen must feel the same way when everyone's donating to her. So again, thank everybody for that. That's just I don't even know what to say. Um just talking, I see the comment about the glare and he's kind of he's a special dude. He he believes in all of us. Think about that for a minute. He doesn't know us. He's from not even from here, but he sees what we do. He knows what we stand for, and he supports us. And he doesn't even know us. But guess what, Karen? Hey, Karen, the glare, the more facts we give him, oh, the louder this boy's going to be screaming from the treetops. He don't know it all yet. But I'm sure in time, the facts and they'll develop as he keeps asking more questions. He's going to keep asking more and more, and then he'll figure it out for himself. No one's told him what to think. That's the beauty of it all. He's from Tennessee. He's reading the same stuff that we're reading. So, Karen, in that fact, I think you're good there. And I still get it. I can only imagine how scared it must be being charged with murder. No matter what people say to you, like we got you, it's gonna be okay. I know you can only take so much of that because after all, it's you who are charged with that. But I can only tell you that as much as you believe the right thing's going to happen, we also believe the right thing's going to happen. Um, it's just I think you need to be um I think you need to be louder, not you yourself, but I think we need to be louder with the Karen Reed thing. Now that we know that our First Amendment covers us, um, I think we need to be louder. I think more people need to know. So again, on the 5th of January, Karen, I'm asking people just to bring one person with them. No problem. I know right now there's a lady that's had a stroke, and she's right now making plans to make accommodations to come to this rally because it's that important to her. She's leaving the comfort of her own home in her way of life. She's going out of her comfort zone to come to our comfort zone. And we're going to welcome her like we welcome everybody else. And there's people that are coming out of the woodwork now, Karen, and the floodgates are opening. They're just not fast enough, it seems. Um, as for everybody, um, that I think I said Young Jerks, Mike from the Young Jerks, because he's always there too. I think I did do that. Said him. I'm pretty sure. If I didn't, I'm very sorry. Yeah, you got to add Mike. Man, um, I need a second to take my brain to slow down. All right, to all the Karen supporters, we're doing good. I think we're doing really good so far. I think every time Aiden's on a show, there's turtle emojis that go across the screen. That's pretty funny. It's pretty awesome. So, all you guys are purple elephants, okay? And let me tell you what the purple elephant is. My nephew called him a purple elephant, and he laughed. So, when a kid was at school calling him a name, he would tell me he'd be mad and he'd be pissed and he'd be crying, and I'd go up to him and I'd call him a purple elephant, and he would get it because it's just a name. They're just words, you know, words. Colin, the master of words, poetry. Yeah, they make him sad, but you know, for us, you know, when they can't deal with the facts, when people can't deal with facts, they then take it personal, which we all know that, right? We all know that's what they do. When they get angry, they can't argue, so they start coming after you for your looks or language or whatever it may be. At that point, you know you won. But think about it for a second, right? They've called us a mindless mob. Of all things, we're not is mindless. Really. A mindless mob. You're gonna go there with that? Called us minions. All right, I think we can do better. Called us beggars at Piggly Wiggly. It's like a stop and shop. Like a beggar for stop for Piggly Wiggly. So they've called us all these different things to try and label us that crowd over there, though, you know, these people, you know. Yep, we are those people. We really are. We're the same people that no matter what, you're gonna tell us what the facts are, and we're gonna look at them, and we're gonna come to our own conclusion. And we all read the same paper. We all reading from the same script here. There's no way you could have done it. It's just it's impossible. You know, Karen Reed is factually innocent. There isn't math involved in this, okay? There's no math. No. It's not a math equation, dude. Factually innocent. Put them two words together. Take a shot. Put them together again. Take another shot. Factually innocent. Still means the same thing it meant when you put those two words together. Factually innocent. Then they send genetic at us. After calling us Piggly Wigglies, minions, a mindless mob. Then they unleash the demon, Genetti. Here he comes. He's like that level 80 boss you got to kill to get to the next level. We did, you know. Genetti, we rolled right through that boy. Boom, gone. And and all that negativity, all that noise that they throw at us, and they turn that noise up real loud, like with the special prosecutor. They made a big deal about it being a special prosecutor. That's noise. That's all noise to take away from the fact that 227 happened. Takes away from the fact Colin was in the house. Those are facts. Those things happened. But what do? They turn the noise up over here to forget about what's going on over here. And we're here in the same at the same time. We can figure out that this is noise and that this is truth facts. So again, Karen, when it comes to the facts, we see that you are factually innocent. There isn't anything else. I I hope you don't even get to trial because it shouldn't. It shouldn't. However, for the case of maybe if it did go to trial, it would only it would be for the fact that the feds have Aiden's phone tapped, so they know the deal he signed with whoever he's gonna sign the movie rights to. So they need to buy the stock beforehand. It's like insider trade and go gone. You know what I mean? They listening to the phone calls, tapping Aiden's phone. They're finding out how much and who he's selling his story to. They're gonna go buy a bunch of stock. Yeah. Um, that's a long shot, but that's worth a shot. Some of these cops, what would they do if they were on the phone and they heard some insider trading going on? And wouldn't you know, you now have this information about a stock trade that's going to make millions of dollars. Do you take what 30 grand and throw it in the market at that stock, or do you throw 300 grand at it when you know what it's going to do? The one shot deal, right? It's just you and this other cop next to you. Oh, oh, we had a laugh last night, didn't we? Flo, E-Flow, yeah. Um. So yeah. So what do? There's two cops there, right? Do you both make the same investment? Do you talk to each other about it? Or do you just both go on your merry way and you tell your wife to go buy this much in this share because you know that stock's going to make a turn, right? That's how easy it is to be corrupt. Think of the person who says no. I'm not I'm not going to quadruple my money overnight. I'm not going to do it. Think of the moral ethics that that you need to have in order to bypass that. Unfortunately, I don't think um those people are who we've been dealing with here. I don't think. Um, I'm not going to talk about the $1.7 million the chief wants to split between the fire department for radios. Because if I did, because then I'd have to question the Motorola request that she's making for new radios for the cruisers, because the cruiser radios talk to the Motorola system. They're extensions of it. So I guess Miss Rafferty, and I guess what I'm asking is, when you asked for the money for the radios, and oh, by the way, the body cameras have to work on the same network. But needless to say, the the body the cruiser cameras, right? And the radios that are in the cruisers, do you pay for them separate? Or do they come with the Motorola package that encompasses the town, the antenna, the repeaters, the portables, the cruisers, the console, the 911 console? Like like what does that encompass? Does the 1.7 million between both you police and fire? Like is that like what's up with that? Because if you buy the Motorola network, then you have to buy the Motorola equipment. So they'll give you I'll give you the network for $500. But the pieces that you're buying that you need to use, oh, you're gonna pay up, ridiculous money for it. So Motorola's making millions of dollars, but where are they making the millions of dollars? And where is it hidden? But yeah, we're gonna get into that. Also, um, I spoke with somebody, just so you guys know where I'm going with this one. Um, I spoke to somebody, and once the audit is started, um, we get to go and make a daily request of what they did in the audit for the day, what they found in the audit in that day, blah, 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 blah. So hopefully we'll be able to come at you guys. We're hoping at least once. I don't want to say how easy it's going to be to get the data. Is it a phone call? Is it a website? How do they do that? Um, we want we want to figure out how we're going to get the data. Even maybe it's once a week to go and physically get the data. But we're going to get we're going to get the audit data and give it to you guys as real time as possible. And I don't think it's going to be proofed, but I think we can release the raw data, that as long as we identify it as not verified data, I think we can use it. Um, so I'm working on that. What else did I do? Oh, I called the Braintree chief, because I called by the way, Karen. Um, the Braintree chief I went to the police academy with. They just audited Braintree's evidence locker and everything, and they found some issues over there, but they fixed them somehow. Um, but that was before my buddy became chief. But regardless, he's chief now. So I'm curious to know, and I want to ask him some questions. So I got a phone call into him. He's the Braintree chief. He's a great guy from the academy. He was always, I don't want to say he was always the guy you thought you'd be chief, but like he um he was in the military, so his situational awareness seemed to be better than some of the other people that were there. You could definitely tell the difference between people. Um, and he was definitely chief material at the top of that list. Abington, gotta love Abington. Um, okay, let's see. January 5th, January 5th. Need you to bring one person. So start asking around. Find out who's got some time off. Take a day off. It's great. It's a great place to be. Easy to get to. Parking's really easy in the back. Um, you're not going to get in trouble. It's not like that. It's really, it's a very friendly, open type of an atmosphere. It's kid friendly. It really is. There's no pushing and shoving. It's just people are awesome. The people that go to these Karen Reed rallies are the people that give you hope give hope for humanity. They're that type of people. The Canton Nine. We need to get some support behind these people. They did absolutely nothing. I can see how they could make stuff up or take things out of context with Aiden, okay? Because Aiden will walk that edge upstate New York. I absolutely love it. Thank you, Clipper. Aiden will definitely walk on that edge, and he knows how to walk it. He doesn't fall off. He walks that edge. So I can see how they'd want to target him. The Canton Nine. They had a sweatshirt on. It was a sweatshirt. They were wearing a sweatshirt, and they got a felony. My friend Nick was holding a piece of poster board with writing on it. Literally, he wasn't starting a fire. Wasn't injecting drugs. He wasn't up on your window stemming for money. Nothing. These people were doing nothing. They were on the sidewalk peacefully protesting. They weren't even protesting. They were peacefully being peaceful. They weren't even protesting. They were on the sidewalk with a piece of freaking cardboard. One guy had a sweatshirt on. We got to get these guys off next. They all need their charges dropped. It's just no. Canton Nine that's next. We need to get these people. All your prayers, everybody. Okay, please, for Christmas. Canton Nine. They're all great, awesome people. They don't deserve none of this stuff, but yet Chief wants to waste money and prosecute them. Think about that, by the way. The district attorney is spending how much money to prosecute you, Karen? Karen, how much money has he spent prosecuting you? I know how much you're putting into it. A whole bunch of money. Well, what's his budget? And what's he at now? What is the total cost of prosecuting Karen Reed to this point right now? Because I'm pretty freaking sure that was a bad investment. How much up to date? Heart symbol. Love you. Huh. That's a love letter. That's a Mr. What was the information officer's name? Oh my God. There's a guy that handles all the public relations at the DA's office. I'm trying to remember his name. I'll get it. But we're gonna have to ask him through Freedom of Information request how much money's been spent to date. in prosecuting you, Karen, because the people of Norfolk County, I think, need to know how their money's being spent. And geez, if the DA is pushing money in to prosecute Karen, how much are they pushing to prosecute Aiden? And how much are they going to push to prosecute the Canton Nine? So what's the total? What is the total amount of money it's taken or it's been expenditure costs to date of prosecuting Karen Read, Aiden Canny, Canton Nine? Because those are all decisions the district attorney has to say yes, signing off. Speaking about signing off, Mr. District Attorney Karen, by the way, I please hope you understand, Karen, what it takes to get a federal investigation into a sitting district attorney. This is Massachusetts. This is where, like, the word political hack is better than political corruption, because nobody knows what a political hack is. That's what they call it, a political hack. It's corruption. Ask Howie Carr. He'll tell you about it. He's been around as long as I have. He knows. He's seen it all. He knows. Political hack. Someone who's been in politics their whole life. So, again, I just wonder how much money is being spent out of the FBI Boston's field office to investigate the district attorney's office. How much money is being spent there? Because each time you go up, the amount that the attorneys charge goes up, and it's all attorneys. I mean, who's got the most attorneys wins, I think. That's how they go, right? So you got the district attorney's office now spending all this money on the Karen Read case. What are they going to have left to defend themselves? Right? What's their budget? What's the DA's budget? Does anybody know? Where do we even begin with how much money the DA gets to spend? Does anybody know? Yeah. By the way, people, the body armor, the stuff that the chief wants thousands of, I think $18,000 for. There's grant money for that. I don't know how much. Don't know how much the grant money is, but there's grant money. There's grant money for the state. Oh, speaking about money spent. Talk about good money spent for Tim Bradle, for Aiden's attorney. What a rock star that dude is, huh? He watched him flounder like Animal House. Flounder up there. He watched him and he knew just to sit back. No further questions, Your Honor. Man, talk about that's where you learn that right then and there. He's sitting there going, this guy doesn't have a freaking clue what he's talking about. And he didn't. Aiden's lawyer knew enough to say, no further questions. We rest. We're good. Whatever he says, we're good with that. Yep. So, yeah, that's one thing I wanted to say is Aiden's lawyer just rocks. Okay. Karen, you have Alan Jackson and David Yannetti together as a team. And Liza Little, can't forget her. Jeez, my God, Louise, can't forget her. You got three highly qualified attorneys ready to walk in and just light this place and burn this place to the ground. I think that's. Oh, I see, my friend. I send my love to Tundra. Um, I can just see that now. Aiden's Aiden's lawyer needs a lot more not commendation, recognition for just how big it is to have him represent Aiden. He's the right guy for the fit there, hands down. And he's just, again, dynamite. Perfect guy there. I think I'm done with that. I'm gonna get to the personal stuff here. Mm. So Karen. I don't know how you get the strength to go on every day, but you do. I wish we could give you your freedom for Christmas. We can't. We wish we could. Everyone I've spoken to, everybody I've spoken to wants that for you. We're frustrated. It's taken as long as it's taking. Okay. We we don't we don't believe it should be taken as long as it is. We think it should be thrown out for the most part. The whole thing just chucked out, gone. Whatever reason the DA wants to continue this charade, they're gonna let it. Okay, let them. So we're gonna sit back and watch them make a fool of themselves because that's what they're gonna do. You haven't changed your story once, and yet I've heard 5, 6 different things. You backed up, 3-point turn. You didn't stop. You kept going. You bumped them barely, and then stopped, and then you kept going. And I mean, no, you pulled up to where the flagpole is, and anybody that looks at that footage of the state police out front with the snow on the ground, you tell me, can you see inside that house from the flagpole in any way? The answer to that question is no. You can't see the flagpole from the front door like you claim. Sure can't see it back up. Can't see it go forward either. John's injuries, they're on the wrong side of his body. Freaking idiots. So, Karen, you have thousands of people who support you to the ends of the world. People have walked away from 27, 28-year friendships if they've walked away from them over this. In some cases, neither side will budge, but that's okay. The person who believes that you didn't do it believes 100%, like the rest of us, that you're factually innocent. So we'll welcome them to our group of people with open arms, like we do with everybody else. I'm really sorry you have to go through this at Christmas time and New Year's. But again, come January 5th, just bring one person. That's all I'm asking. Just bring one person. That's all we need. Just bring an extra person. And Karen will absolutely know that we are absolutely here behind her. You know, with what Aiden did for the dispatcher and for what you all did for the dispatcher, I mean, that's showing somebody that you're behind them. That's making somebody's day. You know, I mean, you can't compare the dispatcher and Karen, but at the same time, we can make a change in someone's life for the better. All of us can do that, right? And we did it the other night with the dispatcher. I mean, that many people giving her them donations. That girl hasn't felt that type of love in her life. And maybe she needs that type of love right now. It's Christmas, don't forget. You don't think she's hurting? You don't think she's got stuff she's dealing with? Yeah, I mean, I know what she's dealing with. I ain't trading. I don't want to walk in her shoes one step. No way, no how. And to make her day in ways you guys, it's awesome. Karen, I hope and pray we can give you some of that joy. You know, this Christmas doesn't really feel Christmassy to me. It feels Karen Reed to me because it's more about Karen Reed than about Santa Claus. You know, Santa Claus is you backing into him. That's Santa Claus stuff. The adult stuff's telling me that you pulled forward, you waited, and then you left. I'm pretty sure when we're allowed access to your data from your phone and your location, it's going to show your car stopping roughly about the end of the driveway. It's then going to show you moving forward roughly 100 feet and stopping. About 7 minutes later, it's going to show your cell phone now driving away from the alleged scene of the crime. When a murder of a Boston cop happens and you don't go around and collect the video and people in the neighborhood know the Boston cop got murdered and they have the ring video, you don't think the people save that file? You don't think they know what that is? The vehicle's driving by the front of their house. You don't think people have that from that night? You don't think you're going to see Karen Reed's vehicle go one way and never come back? We all know you're not going to have video of putting all the people inside Jen McCabe's vehicle and driving or getting driven home. So Karen, we took care of the dispatcher the other night, and we're going to continue to take care of her as much as we possibly can. We took care of Aiden. He's going to have a very Merry Christmas with his kids. That's a great thing. Canton Nine. Canton Nine. Well, they need to be the center of our prayers right now. We need to pray for these people. We need these people on our side. It's almost as if, okay, you have two sides, okay? You have our side and you have the district attorney side. And what they're doing is they're trying to pull people, they're trying to take us out of the game. Think of it as hockey or soccer. We only get to put so many people in, and they're taking them out. They they took Aiden out of the game. They took the Canton Nine out of the game. They took the dispatcher out of the game. And here we are. We're getting them back one by one. One by one, we're getting these people back. We're getting Aiden back. We're going to get the dispatcher back when them charges get dropped, which should be like yesterday. Got to get them Canton Nine back. And then we'll get Karen Reed back. And then we'll go after them. People who murdered John. Because we know it wasn't you because you're factually innocent. So I want you and your family to know, again, I can't say this enough, that of the thousands of people that I've spoken to, so many people, so many strangers out of the blue. Everybody is 100% behind you, Karen. Everybody supports you and your family. And we can only wish that this burden was taken from you guys, because this is the last thing I think your family in your family, your father and mother, you like. I don't think you want this on them, right? Who wants this on their parents? So let's get this off everybody. Let's get this off everybody, including you. You don't need this burden on you. We're all gonna be praying for you and your family this Christmas, and I know it's hard to even think about it, but you got a lot of people on your side, and I'd love to say, don't worry about it. We got you. I can't say that. I can tell you that you have thousands of people who support you 100%. And we all pray for a judge that has half a brain, like the judge that looked at Aiden's stuff and said, "Get this out." No, get this out of here. Don't waste my time. We need a judge like that. Auntie Bev's not it. Hopefully, we'll get another judge. But in the meantime, if you don't, it doesn't matter, because everybody knows you're factually innocent. So I want you to know that I wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Karen. Your extended family, your friends, Happy New Year. To everyone who donated to the dispatcher, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't tell you how much of a difference that makes. You guys are absolutely, without a doubt, wonderful for helping that young lady out. The Canton Nine, we have to get behind them next. We need them people on our side. They took all them people out of the game. We need to pull them back in. We need them. They're good players. And the people the people that are on your side, I wouldn't trade them for anything, Karen. You got some really good people, all all supporting you, all in every way possible. So with that said, I hope everyone has happy holiday. I hope Santa comes. I hope everybody has a very safe New Year. I don't think anything's going to happen between Christmas and New Year's, but if it does, definitely let you know. Um, Trying to think. I know you're going to hear from us, keyword us, before January 5th. I definitely know that. So keep an eye out. We won't bother you too much. We're not going to bother you during Christmas, but we definitely need a concerted effort to get out there. January, January 5th. It's going to be a good day. So everybody, hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. Thank you for being a supporter. Thank you for listening to my lives. Thank you for listening to the Glera, the Young Jerks, Safe Spaces, LTL, Making Law Simple, Howie Carr, Turtle Boy, obviously. Thank you, everybody, for supporting all these people. We got something special here, all of us. We really do. We all got some great people. I guess that's that. And if things change, I'll definitely pop on. But in the meantime, I hope everyone has a happy new year. Be good. Be safe. Free Karen Reed.